All right, thanks, Ethan. Well, today all eyes will be on Capitol Hill after weeks of controversy around public health in America. Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is appearing before a Senate committee and will be forced to answer tough questions on a wide range of issues. NBC's Ryan Nobles has a preview.
This morning, a showdown over health care in the U.S. States across the country taking vaccine policy into their own hands, as Robert F. Kennedy Jr., the Secretary of Health and Human Services, is set to face tough questions, including from many in his own party, about America's public health agencies.
There's just been too much chaos. It's a goat rodeo over there.
Kennedy, a vaccine skeptic, is in the process of transforming the way people get vaccines, recommending more limited access to COVID shots this fall, overhauling the powerful panel that recommends which vaccines Americans should take, and firing the CDC director, leading to resignations from other top officials. Now, states making their own choices. Florida announced they would eliminate all statewide vaccine mandates. The Surgeon General speaking about mandates yesterday.
Every last one of them is wrong and drips with disdain and slavery. Who am I as a man standing here now to tell you what you should put in your body?
On the other end of the spectrum, Democrat-led states like Washington, California, and Oregon are drawing up plans to coordinate vaccine recommendations outside of the federal government. California Governor Gavin Newsom saying the CDC has become a political tool that increasingly peddles ideology instead of science. And ahead of Kennedy's hearing, over 1,000 current and former members of the Department of Health and Human Services demanding in a letter that he resign. Senators planning to grill Kennedy.
I am very concerned about and alarmed by the firing of the CDC director.
RFK should be fired.
Kennedy has rejected the criticism and is expected to defend his policy in today's hearing. He wrote in the Wall Street Journal that, quote, bureaucratic inertia, politicized science, and mission creep corroded the purpose and squandered public trust.
And when testifying, Kennedy's opening statement was briefly interrupted by a protester who was quickly escorted out of the room. Kennedy said it's important to remove people from CDC with conflicts of interest.
As my father once said, progress is a nice word, but change is its motivator, and change has its enemies. That's why we need new blood at CDC. That's also why it's imperative that we remove officials with conflicts of interest and catastrophically bad judgment and political agendas.
But Oregon Senator Ron Wyden slammed Kennedy's tenure as the head of HHS as marked by chaos, corruption, and higher health care costs.
It's been obvious from the start that Robert Kennedy's primary interest is to take vaccines away from Americans. During his confirmation process, he claimed to be pro-safety and pro-science, but his actions reveal a steadfast commitment to elevating junk science and fringe conspiracies.
Kennedy's decisions as the head of HHS have drawn concern from lawmakers on both sides of the aisle.